Myth of the Kingdom of Maayan. In the time before time, when the earth was still young and the skies had not yet chosen their stars, there existed a land of terrible silence. Deserts stretched endlessly, and rivers were no more than stories told to thirsty children. The world was dying of thirst. But hidden deep in the bones of the tallest mountains, far from the eyes of mortals, there thrived a sacred sanctuary, the kingdom of Maayan. Maayan. The word itself meant spring in the tongue of the old ones. It was a place cradled in eternal bloom, fed by rivers that danced from stone to stone like living silver. And at its heart flowed a leva, the first spring, a mystical pool blessed by Neria, goddess of living waters. Neria was no ordinary deity. She was the whisper in the rain, the tear in the soil, the memory in every drop. She gave Maayan her most precious gift, the waters of memory, a sacred elixir that revealed the truth to any who dared to look within. The people of Maayan were humble and wise. They called themselves water keepers, protectors of the sacred balance. They lived not as kings or warriors, but as stewards of harmony, weaving music from water and prayer from silence. Every child was taught that greed could poison a spring just as surely as drought could. And so, for generations untold, Maayan remained untouched, forgotten by the outside world. Until Kareth the Thirsting heard whispers on the wind. Kareth was not a man. Not anymore. Once a prince of the sun-scorched south, he had lost everything to famine. His fields turned to dust, his people to bones. Blaming the gods, he swore vengeance on the divine and all they protected. He forged an army from mercenaries and fire priests, and sought the fabled spring that defied death. But Maayan could not be found on any map. Its paths shifted like dreams, cloaked by enchantment. After countless failures, Kareth captured a young water keeper, a girl named Lyra, whose heart burned brighter than her fear. He threatened her people, forced her hand, and she, in anguish, led him to the gates of paradise. When Kareth first beheld Maayan, even he fell silent. The waterfalls glowed in moonlight, the trees sang with dew, and the very air was alive. Yet his thirst was not for beauty, it was for power. He marched to Aliva and drank, not a sip, not a taste, but deep, greedy gulps. The spring, sensing his foul intent, twisted against him. Instead of truth, it showed him a vision. his empire in flames, his name forgotten, and his soul bound to eternal thirst. Mad with rage, Careth drew his blade and struck the heart of the spring. Stone shattered, water hissed and wept into the earth. And in that moment, the sky cracked with thunder. From the broken pool rose Neria, her eyes filled with sorrow. She spoke not with anger, but mourning. For a balance lost, for trust betrayed. She did not curse Careth. She simply turned to Lyra and the water keepers. And with a single tear, transformed them into silver fish, eternal keepers of the memory waters. With a wave of her hand, she swept them into the earth, hiding Maayan once more beneath layers of time, stone, and legend. Careth, cursed by his own desire, wandered the mountains, lips cracked, eyes burning, forever thirsty. It is said that even now, on dry nights, you can hear his cries echo across the cliffs, a warning to those who seek paradise with a poisoned heart. And yet, all is not lost. They say if you ever stumble upon a spring that sings beneath the moonlight, where silver fish leap like falling stars and the air feels alive with memory, you have found a doorway to Maayan. But take care. Only the pure of heart may drink. Only the selfless may see. And only the worthy may remember.